Roy! Do you have the ribbon? We're going to get this going here. I'm Marshall Gingrich, and I thank all of you who prayed for good weather. It was a difficult decision this morning, about 5 o'clock, to make the decision go ahead and have this, but the sun is out. I think the only place that rained last night was East Glacier. Everybody else had good weather. So let's get started. I appreciate you driving up here, and a continuation that's been going on 84 years. The last time we were at this site was in 2010. The representatives of our across the road from you are the Glacier Park National, the Rangers, the Montana Highway Patrol, and from our Department of Homeland Security, the Border Patrol and U.S. Customs and Protection. Representing Canada as the Waterton-Glacier Warden System, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and the Canadian Border Services Agency, and I believe I'm going to have some Blood Indian tribe member police here very soon. So let's get started. I have about a half hour. They gave me permission not to hold up too much traffic. If you just stay on the other side of the white line, after we go through the ceremony, I believe our color guard will stand there, and I'll let you take more pictures if you'll work with me on that. Thank you. Now, Kathy Brown is going to lead us in the national anthems of our country.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we pushed were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, to make love in all our sons command. With glowing hearts we sing the rise of true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Very good. At this time, our invocation will be by Dan Bingham. Dan's a member of the board of Waterton-Glacier International Peace Park Association. So as this band moves by, I think we'll get started here. Dan? Daniel?
Thank you. What a wonderful opportunity and beautiful day we have. If you want to bow your heads and pray with me. Our Father which art in heaven, we are grateful for this beautiful opportunity that Thou hast provided to us as citizens of two great countries. We are grateful for our friendships and for our desires to work together and provide such peace and harmony within our countries. We pray now that Thou would continue to bless us as we look forward to share this harmony throughout the world, that there may be other peace parks that will enjoy the great blessings that we do at this time. And we say these things in the name of Thy Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Moving right along, I'd like to introduce Terry Allen, the president of the Waterton-Glacier International Peace Park. He has just completed, as most of you know, 2 wonderful years leading us. And so at this time, Terry Allen.
Thank you, Marshall. I'll let this red card go through. You want to go through now? Thanks for waiting. Appreciate it. Let the white one go too. I was told I could become a director of traffic. I said I used to direct 1,500 students in a high school, so that wasn't too hard. Ladies and gentlemen, it's what a pleasure to have all of the Rotarians and our exchange students here this morning. Marshall, you did the right thing. You called it right. We're here and the weather is great. We don't mind the wind. We were reminded the other day what they call the wind Mariah, and so we can all sing to it when we're on our way home and remembering those cowboy songs from the other night. This has been an absolutely outstanding conference. I'd like to commend the Helena Club for all of the great work that they've done. They really, really deserve our thanks. Let's hear it. It's my pleasure then to bring greetings on behalf of the association, but they're going to be very short. I've been told by my club members if they're not short, I'll hear about it and I have to buy more drinks. So I think the association has done some great work this year. It's going to be continuing to do great work. Our Saturday morning, I think, was a pivotal time for all of us to learn about how important the model of the Peace Park is to other people around the world. And I really thank those participants who are able to come up here today. They'll be on their way home to other countries soon, but I think that it really was a good starting point. So with that, I'm going to say thank you very much. I've enjoyed my time, and I'll still be working for you on the board. Now I'd like to introduce the superintendents. Superintendent Jeff Mao from Glacier National Park, and your comments, Jeff.
Thank you, Terry. Well, it really is such a thrill to be here at the border with all of you. I think this is a culmination of 2 years' work to bring together the workshop, to bring together transboundary practitioners from around the world with Rotary. I think we brought together really a meaningful relationship that we hope can pay benefits in the future. It's also significant that this year is the centennial of the National Park Service, and I think what I'm really proud of is that what Glacier brings to the National Park Service is the world's first international peace park, which was done with so much work by Rotary clubs from Canada and the United States. So it's a very proud legacy, and it's really great to sort of, with this conference and the workshop we had earlier this week, show how that legacy moves forward in the world. And it provides, I think, a lot of hope for the future of what can be possible. And hats off to all the workshop participants, because I really think they, in many of the places where they live and where they work, they're working under much more difficult situations, conditions, politics than we have with our shared relationship here in the North. So hats off to all of you who work so hard around the world in the name of transboundary conservation and international peace parks. So it really is great to be here and feel like we're part of something larger, something that is global, international in scope. And again, it took many of you, your support, your financial support, your airline miles, your time to help move our participants with the logistics. really, really want to say thank you so much for all of that, and I know our participants thank you as well.
Jeff asked me to also to tell you that the pass is now open. There was a rock slide up there last night or yesterday, but you can now get through. So if you want to head back to Kalispell via that direction, the road is now open for you. I'm going to let this next car go through before we introduce Evan Thomas. Watch the cars coming through, please. Let 2 or 3 go, I think, Mark. 20 minutes. It's now my pleasure to introduce Evan Thomas. Evan Thomas, who's the superintendent of Waterton Lakes National Park.
Thank you, Gary, and thank you, Jeff, for those comments. Good morning, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be with you once again at this annual event. It's always the highlight of this weekend, and it's nice to see so many people here. You know, there's great symbolism associated with this event. It's a celebration of the Peace Park. It's a celebration of the relationship of the 2 park services, which is seen around the world as such a successful model for trans-boundary conservation, and a model that you know that serves for others as an inspiration for others. It's also an important symbolic gesture as it reflects the great relationships between our 2 countries. So it's wonderful to be here again. I do want to sort of. This year it's particularly poignant because we do this every year, and we've got some guests from around the world who've joined us who've never done this before. So it's really, I think, particularly meaningful to be able to share this experience with them. I want to just remind you that next year is Canada's 150th anniversary, and as we appropriately recognize the 100th anniversary of the U.S. National Park Service, next year I want to see all of you and each of you to bring 2 friends to this event, and we'll really knock the socks off of it. Think about it. Canada, one of the great contributions that Canada has made with our neighbors to the south is establishing the first peace port, and it's important that we recognize that next year. So thank you very much.
We just hope there now Evan won't allow any more motels or hotels, however, in the park. So you'll have to bring lots of tents. It's now my pleasure to call upon Mike Brewstead. Mike, do you want to come forward, please? Mike is a friend from last year. He was at the Waterton Lakes Park. We're going to hold on to that one.
You might have to hold the microphone.
Mike is here representing the Blackfoot Confederacy on both sides of the Canadian-U.S. border. And Mike, I really pleasure to have you here once again. Thank you, Marshall. Okay. Good day, everybody. Today is a good day. This park, the 2 parks, the concept behind it allows all the birds and the 4-legged beings to cross this imaginary medicine line. Before this park, all this would be standing on was Blackfoot traditional territory. We don't mind this because I think we need to save the animals, the environment. Imagine another 100 years, hopefully, a ceremony. This ceremony today will continue. So on behalf of the Blackfoot tribe and my own tribe, the Blood tribe, we appreciate the invite to be recognized because this is our hunting territories, the Buffalo Jumps, the Chief Mountain that's just up here. My son, 2 weeks ago, did his 8th climb just this year, and he does it all the time, climbing Chief Mountain. And so the umbilical cord, the belly button of my new grandson, Reed, who's only 1 month old, he buried that up in the Chief Mountain, right on top, as a significance to the future, and also my grandson, Reed, to be one day also climb Chief Mountain. So these are things that we should continue. Tell your children, grandchildren, the essence of the earth, the essence of the animals, the sun. The sun came out yesterday. I was kind of praying, and I didn't pray hard enough to stop the wind, but the sun was out today. So I prayed hard. So on that note, on behalf of all the Blackfoot people on both sides, and I know the leadership, I know a lot of the elders, we thank you for the invite, that you have not left us out in this whole idea of what the parks stand for. So on that note, I want to sing you my Blackfoot flag song, which is many, many years old. We've had flag songs to honor, and this song honors everything from way underneath the ground to the universe. So allow me to sing that.
Sing first.
Thank you very much. Mike, Ed, are you over here someplace? Okay, we'll move some cars through first. In the name of peace, welcome everyone. My name is Ed Handel from the Whitehall Club of Rotary, Montana. And on behalf of all Rotary clubs and on behalf of the Waterton-Glacier International Peace Park Association, I want to welcome all of you And considering the events of the last week, the last few days, and what's going to occur here today, I want to submit to you the opinion that this may be indeed the most profound and exquisite demonstration of peace that the entire world will experience this weekend. So I want you to take that thought with you as you return and explain to your relatives, your friends, your co-workers, your teammates, your cohorts, and even your adversaries how special of an event this was, because now you are the ambassadors of this event. So take that word back, spread the word, spread peace to those that you can. This has been a wonderful time. Don't let it end here. The world is awaiting your words. So go forth as you return home as ambassadors of this event. It's my pleasure now to introduce some of the leadership that has made this event possible. First, from the Helen Noon Club, the president of that club is Laura Bellman, and she'd like to say a few words.
Thank you. I feel very honored and very privileged as the president of the Helena Rotary Club to be here today for this special moment of showing the world, as Ed said, because I think this is really important that we show the world. So use your Facebook, your social media, everything that you have to show them that we have peace here on the border between Canada and the United States. This should be, we have a lot of visitors internationally. They can share this with their countries, their homeland. And again, this is a big honor for me today to be here today. Thank you. And I want to thank everybody that was involved in making this happen. Thanks.
The umbrella organizations that make this happen are the Rotary clubs that surround this event. And we have 4 districts that combine in cooperation to bring this event to culmination every year. So I'd like to introduce the district governors or their representatives from those various districts. From District 5080, who is not here, that district governor is Keith Vanderpool, and he is not absent from, or he is absent, excuse me. From District 5370, we have Representative Bill. Would you like to say a few words? Bill Gordon from District 5370.
And I have my toque. On behalf of our new district governor, Laura Mori, I bring greetings on behalf of 5370, which begins at the city of Edmonton and north into the Arctic area and into British Columbia. Laura's sorry that she can't be with us this weekend. It is our youth weekend, youth retreat for all the young leaders that Rotaract in the Edmonton area in District 5370. But it's really nice to be involved in this. Some of our members, such as myself, spend their summers down here, and it's a really wonderful chance to come back and to see this happen, and we look forward to continuing this association for many more years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Also from District 5360, present with us is District Governor Neil Berg.
Thank you. It's truly a privilege to bring greetings on behalf of the 2,000 Rotarians in District 5360. I'm really reminded here this week and today about the partnerships and the alliances that have brought Rotary forward in the last 100 years. I think we really need to think about and celebrate the partnerships that went into this. Not only the Rotarians from both sides of the border, but also the park services that have allowed this, and the 3 great nations that are represented here today: Canada, the United States, and the First Nations. So thank you for all being here.
in Rotary, we're asked to share three things: our time, our talent, and our treasure. And the work that the Waterton-Glacier International Peace Park Association has done for the last 84 years is certainly emblematic of that. And on behalf of all Rotarians, thank you for the work that you've done. Thank you, Neil. The host district this year is my home host district, 5390, and I'm pleased to introduce Melinda Shaflin, the district governor from 5390.
Good morning, everyone. I want to bring greetings from District 5390 to all of our Canadian friends and neighbors, as well as I want to thank my great district for the big turnout that they had this weekend. I appreciate all of you here. I noticed for the last few years when I have been singing the Star Spangled Banner, I get tears in my eyes. And I have sung the Canada theme song now for several years at these events. And today I actually got tears in my eyes for that too. So I too celebrate the great relationship that we have. And I thank you all for being here today.
Thank you, Melinda.
Sorry, we left this trailer and truck to you before we do the other.
I bet none of you have ever been in an event that you have to control the traffic too. Thank you.
We're just going to mix them up over there. We don't have to rip them. U.S. go down. Find the Canadian.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now is the time to assemble for the actual ceremony of shaking the hands. Because we're not on the actual true border, we're going to take the white line here and just go ahead and intermix Canadians and U.S., but stand next to each other, across from each other for the handshake. And I'm proud to introduce, we're just going to be on both sides. We're in one country for this time. And this plan will administer the
We're standing at the border. Why don't we just stand on the border?
Actually, push somebody else out into the crowd.
Why don't we?
They're pieces right there. I'll get over here. Some more people here. I'll take your hand lock. Yeah, sure, there you go. Howdy. I'm with you. I think we're going to do it all together here in a minute. Maybe a picture down the middle. Oh, there we go.
Hey, how you doing?
Is that the same as the pledge?
I know this guy.
Do you need one of those? Everybody else got one?
This is what
You
we
got
need
that one?
now.
Be good. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You really look good.
Wonderful. It's your moment. And let us, if you would please, tune your voice to the people around you so that this sounds like one voice being carried by the wind around the world. Let us begin. In the name of God, we will not take up arms against each other. We will work for peace, maintain liberty, strive for freedom, and demand equal opportunities for all mankind. May the long-existing peace between our two nations stimulate other peoples to follow this example. We thank you, O God.
Frank, let me just shake your hand. Sherwood Park, Canada?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I remember that.
Yes. Yes, going down the line and shaking her head.
I really appreciate you coming out and the good time, as they said, and I believe our participants were shining too in the last few minutes. I'm going to have the color guards come down, get in the center if you want to take pictures of us. But I appreciate it. Have a safe trip home. We'll see you next year, and maybe we can do it at this site again. Thank you.